Early career years can be really very painful. It's possible to feel like an idiot 95% of the time. When I say early career year, what do I mean? Professionals who have just come into the workspace between 0 to 1 to 3 years, and for some people 4 5 years can also be early career years for them. The struggle, the quest to be visible, the want to know, want to grow, want to learn, also want to add value to the business. The subtle competition between them and people who have gone ahead of them. Navigating the workplace, especially in a space that probably could be toxic. All of this can pose issues for an early career professional. And so in today's conversation, I'll be talking to us about how can an early professional make good use of his or her early career years to be able to deliver value on the business, build competence, build visibility, and be that go-to person for a career for career change. Let's go straight into it. First, I'll be listing about 20 things or 20 strategies, or should I say 20 things that every young professional should know and should guide their affairs in the workplace. First, you are not the strategy guy yet. I'll say that again. You are not the strategy guy yet. It's okay to think strategic. It's okay to think of tomorrow. It's okay to have the bigger picture, right? But first, you must learn that you must earn the respect, the trust, and the credibility of your team. The only way you can do this is through delivering tangible value. Do not be the guy who comes to the meeting and you are all talk with no action. Do not be that guy who comes and talk of the big things, and when it comes to executing little things, you are found wanting. You are not the strategy guy yet. To be able to earn their respect, trust, and credibility, you must ensure that you are delivering tangible value from the beginning. Focus on bringing in results and not laying frameworks. You are not there yet. Number 2, stay true to your commitment. If you make a commitment, see it through. When you solve half problem, you're creating more work for everyone, and then people will no longer take you serious, right? Now, when you are that person who stays true to your commitment, it will be surprising how quickly you can get ahead of others. So 1, say you're going to do something. 2, do it. And 3, repeat it. Principle number 3, get on the scoreboard as fast and as soon as possible. How do you do that? Identify the low-hanging fruits. Now, this can be your boss, your team, your company. Interestingly, it is always obvious. Everybody knows the problem is there. Everybody knows that issue is there. People are just probably ignoring it, or just or come back to it later. Those low-hanging fruits in the team and the company, in trying to help your boss become better, help your team become better, identify it and fix it. Now, why? It's important because it helps you create a rallying point for people to see you as a person of value. Principle number 4, sets the tone. Sets the tone. Now, within the first 30 days, 90 days, what do you want to do? Set that tone, right? Now, this energizes the team, and most importantly, establish how we're going to work, or how you want to work with the team on a faster pace. You probably are not coming as the manager, and so you probably will not have a direction for the team. But the pace at which you get your job done, get your deliverables done, is setting the tone for how results can be achieved within the team. So set the tone. Principle number 5, figure out what your boss hates and take it off their plates. Your boss hates to do PowerPoint presentation. Jump on that. Your boss doesn't like to do Excel calculation, clean up data, etc. Pick that up and get it done. Figure out what your boss hates, what he or she doesn't like doing, what he or she finds boring, what he or she doesn't find attractive. Figure that out as soon as possible and get that off their plate. Now, also figure out what your company needs that your boss doesn't like doing. The same thing I just said. Your boss doesn't like doing this thing. There's no interest if he or she finds it boring, but the business needs it. It's going to have to some key success metrics for the team. Figure that out ASAP and get on it. Principle number 6, learn just enough to be dangerous. Now, what do I mean by that? Know a little about how the world works, how the industry works, how the business works. You probably just joined the power industry. Who are the several value, what's the value chain in the power industry? Who are the several stakeholders, external, internal? Know things about that industry you're just coming to play in. Know things about how does the business work? How does the business make money? How does the world work? How does your that business, your company contribute to the general economy, right? In whatever country they are playing in. Know a little bit about everything. Learn just enough to be dangerous. That's what that means. Understand your industry, the business, right? Have some cross-functional knowledge beyond your team. What does the next team do that contributes to the growth of the business or that hates collaboration within your team? Know just enough to be dangerous. Principle number 7, use the challenge framework. Now, to solve difficult problems, use the challenge framework. Now, what do I mean? Incentive, personalities, constraint, resources. What can the challenge be? You want to solve a problem. Calculate a framework to say, okay, what's the challenge framework is you're looking at incentive. Right? Could the challenge be as a result of incentive? Could it be personalities? Could it be from perspectives? Could it be constraint? Could it be resources? Use that framework to define and to understand how you want to solve that problem. Now, in most of situations, right, you will see that one or two of these areas are misaligned. Then you can figure out which one you want to own and which one you want to work on. Principle number 8, very important: make friends. This is a very interesting conversation because I've seen several conversations online where people say the office is just the office. Come to the office, do your work, and go home. Nobody is your friend. You have not come to make friends in the business, in the workplace. I understand that loyalty shifts from time to time in the workplace. However, it makes no sense that you will spend more than 8 hours on a daily basis working in a business and you cannot be friends with them. Now, make friends. Now, people go, the extra mile for people who support them, who are their friends, who they can easily relate with, right? What's the positive side of making friends? They will go the extra mile for you and support you. Negative side is they will give you the benefit of a doubt. I mean, okay, let's just see what he has up his sleeve. Be nice to others and be nice to others. It pays unplanned dividends. When you don't even know it, the dividends will come. You don't have to go to the office being all mean, join the work and say, I came to do my work, I'm a superstar, I get my job, then I get out. You are only planning your exit from the day of your entry if you set out with such kind of tone. Principle number 9, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is okay to be uncomfortable. You don't even know what you want to do, right? You find two smart people taking opposite side of the argument. Be comfortable to focus on how to develop your own instincts, trusting your own intuition, and knowing what you want to do. Principle number 10, train yourself to be open-minded, right? Ask genuine questions, be insatiably curious, listen attentively. Principle number 11, fall in love with messiness. Enjoy messy situations, right? Most people hate messes and avoid them like a plague. But therein is the opportunity if you want to execute against the opportunity, right? So you find that the fastest way to grow, to advance, is when you can enjoy messy situations and being able to clean them up is how you can grow. Number 12, put things on paper. Yes, you have your tab, you have your phone, you have your notes, you have your app. A biro and a diary every day should be by your side. It's easy to talk things through, write things down for clarity, get your thought process written down. It's a lot easy to distill those things and to communicate those things when you have them written down. Number 13, the answer is as important as the process. The result is as important as the process. Nobody likes to work with a know-it-all person, right? Do not be quick to quickly provide a solution, but enjoy working through the process with colleagues, with people, to enjoy it. Do not compromise the solution. Do not say, oh, that's where the result is, and quickly jump there. No, don't compromise the solution. Follow the process and get driving impact into getting there. Number 14, learn to disagree and learn to commit. Eat your ego, most especially, right? Regardless of the outcome of a decision, you will need to disagree and you will need to commit, right? Don't be a sore loser. Don't be a detractor. Work as hard on the path forward as if it was your own idea. 15, find the tension points. What is each team working towards in the quarter? How is this at odds with what my team is working on? What is the tension point? What is the overlap, right? Where does vision come in? How do I plan around it? How do I push through? Number 16, speed is always an advantage. Do not be that one who wants to stay on the job and say, oh, the timeline is 2 weeks, I'm going to spend 2 weeks. If that job can be done in 2 days, get it done. Speed is always an advantage, right? You may be more faster, but it's good to be aware of how fast or how faster you can be, right? Speed is king. Number 17, over communicate. I strongly believe that communicate and over communicate, right? Building trust takes time. So until you are able to build the trust by communicating, right, to your relevant stakeholders from time to time, you may not be able to build that trust. So over communicate, right? I've seen so many careers fall apart just because they cannot communicate what they are doing, what they are working on, what impact they are putting on the business, or what value they are putting on their team. Get the work done and keep people in the loop. Do not just do it and say, oh, I've done the job. No, communicate it. I've done XYZ job. I did it within XYZ time frame. I delivered XYZ results. Communicate your successes. Speak about it. Be loud about it. Be vocal about it to those that it matters to. Right? 18 is be a team player. Now, you are still at the bottom of the career ladder. No task is beneath you. All that matters is that the team should win. Now, it may sound theory, but in practical, you can want to be petty and all of those things. Ensure that you're a team player. Throw your attitude aside. Come up, wear the big boy pants all the time and get shit done. 19, become a master at negotiation. You don't have to be in sales to negotiate, right? Negotiate outcomes, negotiate results, negotiate expectations, negotiate goals, negotiate KPIs. Negotiate expectations as they bring it on your table. The faster you can become a negotiator, the better it can be for you. Number 20, which is the last thing, find your thing. What is that thing that helps you relax? What is that thing that keeps you on track on your journey? What's that thing that gives you joy while doing the job? Find that thing and stick to it. Till I come your way again, this is the Workplace Podcast with Nelson Dominic. Thank you for listening to this episode. We hope you got more value than expected. If you have any question, comment, or suggestion, please reach out to us. I'll be more than available to help you and to provide clarity. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram as the Workplace Podcast with Nelson Dominic. Also, please tune in to listen to our several episodes on all our audio streaming platforms as well as on YouTube. This is the Workplace Podcast with Nelson Dominic, navigating the workplace one episode at a time.